I think the first thing that needs to be done in this context is to just take a short stroll down memory lane to a few months ago before the election took place, when Donald Trump stated that if he did not win the election, that he would contest it. And the outrage on the part of the left, on the part of the Clinton supporters, was so loud that you could have heard it from outer space. They were accusing Trump of being undemocratic, of not respecting the nation's institutions, of not respecting the Constitution, of being a sore loser, and all of the rest of this. And so now that the shoe is on the other foot, and Clinton finds herself in the position of having lost the election via the institution of the Electoral College, all of a sudden now, all of the very same things that Trump said, which erupted in a tsunami of noise and ridicule on the part of Clinton supporters, is now being done by her and her supporters. I think that there is a bigger issue involved in all of this, however, and it's not just a matter of being a sore loser. Hillary Clinton clearly was the candidate of choice in terms of the establishment, in terms of Wall Street, and more importantly, in terms of Israel. Donald Trump and the things that he said early on, despite certain noises that he made indicating that he may have had some positive views towards Benjamin Netanyahu, nevertheless, the organized Jewish community in America and in Israel, they didn't buy it. No matter how much he sugar-coated the things that he said, there were certain indicators, specifically when he told a gathering at the Republican Jewish Coalition that he didn't want their money and that they wanted a politician that they could control. The fact that he talked about making Israel pay for the aid that she receives from the United States, and of course, threatening to pull out of these trade deals and all of the rest of this. These collectively rang huge alarm bells within the Zionist community that Trump was not going to be the average politician that organized Jewish interests are used to controlling. And of course, this was not the case with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, of course, is covered in the innocent blood of hundreds of thousands of people in Libya, in Syria, in Iraq, and other places. And more important than that, as far as Israel is concerned, Hillary Clinton made very specific noises about going to war against Iran, putting American boots on the ground in Syria, and more importantly, instituting a no-fly zone over Syria that would have put the United States in direct military conflict with Russia, which is what Israel wants, what Israel has wanted for a long time. So there are big players and there are big stakes involved in this election, probably bigger than anything that has existed in human history. Israel is on the precipice of achieving this thing that she has been longing for now for thousands of years, which is to see her installed as a world power. And there are certain steps that have to be taken in order for her to be able to do that. And Trump now is threatening to at least delay or hinder these developments from taking place. And so it is for this reason that even though we may not see their fingerprints or their footprints involved in this business with the Electoral College, nevertheless, all can rest assured that Israel and the various tentacles making up her power structure in the United States, that they are hard at work trying to effect a reversal of fortune, or a reversal of misfortune, if we want to use the correct terminology, of what took place on November the 8th. They're hoping to undo all of that on December the 19th when the Electoral College meets. As I said, this is unprecedented. We have never seen a case where you have members of the Electoral College who are being called at their homes, having their lives threatened if they don't change their vote to Donald Trump. And I think that the entire world really needs to look at this thing with a great deal of alarm, because this is not just any election. This could be a game changer in terms of the war against Islam, the war against the Middle Eastern world, uh, a vote against World War III, Armageddon, the apocalypse, the Malhama, whatever term we want to use for it. And so when you have people such as Bernie Sanders or Jill Stein or others, Barbara Boxer, Senator Barbara Boxer, talking about doing away with the Electoral College, these are not just harmless noises. These are very serious things that are taking place. And I think the bottom line, besides the fact that it reveals just how desperate the entire situation is and just how desperate these people are, it also reveals just really how much contempt they have for the rule of law and for the same Constitution, the United States Constitution, to which all of these people swore an oath to defend and protect when they achieved their office. The Electoral College is not just some minor, it has not been created by some minor statute. This is written into the U.S. Constitution, every bit as much as the First Amendment and all of the other amendments making up the Bill of Rights. And yet they are so cavalierly talking about taking an eraser, taking a political eraser to this thing and removing it in order to achieve this thing which they, and more importantly their very powerful handlers on Wall Street and in Tel Aviv, mean to accomplish. The time period that we have between now and December the 19th could be some of the most momentous moments that have existed in human history, because we are going to see a very drastic attempts on the part of these people to put the brakes on this minor revolution, which Donald Trump at least has made the noises of trying to bring about. Literally, the future of the world could hang in the balance over what takes place over the next 3 weeks. And with that in mind, all people around the world really should keep their eye on the ball.